everyone. Welcome to our Thursday night. And Dr. Smith is on vacation tonight. And we are going to kick it off with a wonderful friend of mine. Her name is Christy Chapman. Hi, Christy. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm just going to change my background to something a little less confusing.
There you go.
So I was telling Ed, and we were just discussing about this amazing technology that Dr. Smith has been using now for a good 2 years. And a while ago, it was amazing to see Dr. Smith before and after. His skin looks so much better. And, to have someone, I know he's listening, that is 83 years old and is helping other people with his profession that he's been over 50 years. And he is a go-getter, and he's my mentor, my friend. And I always want to make sure that the people that watch his recordings, especially for Thursday nights, they get a lot of good content for themselves. So I wanted to just share screen really quick so then we can kick it off. This here, if I can just do this right here. Can you see the, 1 second. Okay, can you see this right here?
Yep.
All right, so this right here is Dr. Smith's website. It's called ICNR, and that's .com. And I already put that over here in the chat. Now, the reason why Dr. Smith has this website is because it's packed with articles, treatments, and Dr. Smith is literally a biohacking doctor. He's got courses, materials. I've taken a lot of his courses, especially the ones with the dowsing rod that he has. And, this here is something that we're looking at, energy medicine. And Dr. Smith has been doing this for a very, 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 very long time. So, the International Center of Nutritional Research is his. This is patented, and he is a holistic teacher. So what I'd like to say is go down here and click here and go shopping, and please just listen to what doctor says. I recommend starting with a core kit, and it's $450 value, and you're paying $295, and you want to get 3 months of X39. That will kick you off, and so you're getting a huge discount with Dr. Smith's website. So you're just going to click right there, and Ed, that's what you're going to do. I really recommend you do that. Click I'm Not a Robot and let me know if you have any questions. Now, the reason why we are doing that, let me stop sharing this over here and bring us to a bigger area. Okay, can you see this part right here? Oh, there we go. So we're just going to watch a little quick video, and here we go.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. It all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we are made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. A patch is applied to specific points on the body where it covers the skin. Infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and its ability to heal itself. On a cellular level, this matters because many of the patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are naturally neutralized. This is the power of X39. This is the power of phototherapy. This is LifeWave.
So the reason why we have these little videos is because, this is a 12-hour patented therapy. And when we're looking at something for us to, help us live longer, I truly believe that this is an empowering, revolutionary product for us to use at home. So, you put it there on your chest, but you do wear it every day. This is a longevity, and you just get the little package like it shows up here. So there are 30 little patches, and everybody knows about this here. I'm not sure if Ed knows yet, but you can certainly get this website. And just to make it even better, let me scroll down really quick. We want to become one with the sun, the science of phototherapy, which has been around for about 100 years. That when I heard that, I said, 100 years? So why don't I know about it? Right? So, and this uses light to improve the health of the body. My doctor never told me that, especially when I had my thyroid surgery. So as far back as 2,000 years ago, the ancient Greeks had a center for studying the effects of different colored lights on the body. And it makes me remember that I went to the old folks home, and there was an Indian guy, and he goes to me, yeah, when I was younger, I remember sitting down, and on the walls, half of the wall would be all different colors of windows. And that was in the doctor's offices. So people would sit there, and that was just an amazing thing. And then it just went away. So I wonder why. Even the ancient Egyptians, who promoted health by focusing sunlight through colored glass on certain areas of the body, understood this concept. And now we just don't know anything about it. So what I say is, I feel like we got that knowledge robbed from us. And here we are. This is how we are wearing it. You wear the X39 for 12 hours, and we know this. But how I explain it to people, I say like this. Christy, I say like this. Hey, you gotta put it on for 12 hours, but what time are you gonna take it off? Well, I might take it off at 9 or 10. No. You gotta take it off at one time, and that will be your time forever. And they're like, oh, really? Yeah, you don't want to go over. So it kind of like helps him or them think about it. So we do have the patents on there. We love this technology. There's no question of how amazing this is. And this is why Christy is here to help us explain her amazing testimonial with her whole family. And of course, we want optimal health and wellness. We want improvement of exercise performance, and that's big, okay? Huge. Improvement of strength, improvement of stamina, healthy energy flow. And I don't think people understand what healthy energy flow is. In my talks for over a year here, I do talk about that we have meridians, energy centers. We have a toroidal field, and we also have more. So of course, we definitely want no drugs and no stimulants, right, everybody? What do you think about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, let me get Marcus in here. All right, let's have Marcus. He's coming in here. Okay. Hi, Marcus. How are you? Good to see you. He can't hear us, but I wanted to share another.
Every profession, really. They need
Oh,
some, they
sorry.
need,
So I just wanted to share this because I think it's very important for us to see a little more information, especially because people are standing on stage. So let's watch this a little quickly.
Tell them a little bit before we pass the mic. Like in your practice, you see a lot of doctors. I mean, you must see, I mean, you're very rare that as young as you are, you're able to just manage a practice, semi-retired. But tell them what you would say. Do doctors need this as far as a plan B, the opportunity part of it?
well, absolutely. That's the biggest part, really. We have so many doctors in the office that they go in every day. They're trading time, for money, if not the right saying.
Yeah.
But, and sometimes it's hard to get people to see that, but, every industry that's doing a service, like a massage therapist, like a chiropractor, like every profession, really, they need a plan B. They need an exit strategy. What are they going to do when they can no longer do what they're doing? And this is definitely for anybody in the health profession, this is an incredible opportunity. And that's what we talk about all the time, is creating leverage and creating your next plan and helping people, because you're really helping your patients. Because we've had people in our practice for years. I mean, we've been there for 27 years, and some of our patients have been there from the very beginning. And they still have certain things going on. You can only do so much with a chiropractic adjustment and nutrition. We talk about everything, nutrition and wellness in general. But as we age, our body's changing. And so this is something that they can really have life-changing results, even after being in our practice for, many, many years. So it's really exciting.
So that right there, let's just see. Hold on a minute. What did they say? What is this? 2004 United States earnings disclosure. Christy, have you seen this before?
I have not.
Brand partner, manager, director, senior. Look at this. This is percentage of all BPs. High. This is money. Look at this. 3 million. Wait, hold on. What are we looking at here?
Wow.
Oh, hold on. And this is it, team. Look at the income. Oh. So it says the average earnings of all U.S. brand partners in 2004 who were active at any time during 2004, 651 before expenses. Is that, I don't know what that means. Explain that to me. 651 expenses. Okay. I don't understand this part clearly. Somebody needs to explain this to me. But anyways, Christy, let's have you please explain your amazing, amazing testimonial. Kick it off, Chrissy.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me, Patty. And it's just an honor. Anytime I can share my family story, especially my son's story, it's an honor. I started the patches almost 5 years ago. It'll be 5 years ago in August. And I started because I hurt my foot. And I thank God every day that I hurt my foot, because I needed the technology for pain. And a dear friend of mine and business partner, we've been in a previous company. I've been in this industry of network marketing for 20 years, and we were in another company. Was not looking for another company to join, but the technology caught my attention. So what happened is, he said, I started using this little patch for my shoulder and back pain, and my pain went from a 9 to a 2 within 12 hours. And I see that you hurt your foot. Let's put the patch on and see what happens. So I put the patch on, and within a few hours, my foot pain went away. I had had this foot pain for a couple weeks. Don't laugh, but I got it just by getting off the couch wrong. I don't know what happened. I think I maybe broke my pinky toe or sprained it or something, but I couldn't work out. I couldn't wear my high heels. I couldn't walk on it properly. And I was in pain. And I put that patch on. Within a couple hours, my foot pain went away. I was back at the gym the next day. And I did a little research, and I love that this company has the clinical trials, the patents, and everything, but I love the stories. The stories, what caught my attention. And I thought to myself, I know people that have pain, inflammation, low energy, don't sleep well, brain fog, would like performance improved when they're working out at the gym. That was me. I would love that in my 50s. And then what got me was the age reversal. David, our scientist, truly has technology for age reversal. And I've never heard of that. I always heard of anti-aging, but not age reversal. And I said, I want to be a part of this. I know people that need this technology. And it just started growing organically. And it was so much fun helping people and hearing the stories. But then 4 months later, this is what happened. This is my son, Andrew. And we got the phone call. We were out of town that he was in a horrible motorcycle accident. Andrew was fully geared, but he got hit and flew 50 feet. And the helmet damaged his artery. It caused him to have several strokes, traumatic brain injury, a brain bleed, several seizures. And then apparently he had COVID going in, and he also got MRSA and pneumonia while he was in the hospital. So to say he was in bad shape is an understatement. And we were out of town when this happened, and the police said, you need to get home. We don't think your son is going to make it. So we immediately got our prayer warriors out there, and I thought to myself, I have to get this technology on my son as soon as possible. Now, this is COVID time, so I didn't get to see the doctors. Only me could come see Andrew at night for a half hour. It was horrible. And so I gave the nurse a brochure and I said, can you please ask the doctor if we can put this technology on Andrew? And the doctor said yes. And the reason why she said yes is because someone had enough courage to share with Andrew's doctor 2 years before, because I found out who it was. Her name is Shelly. Shelly's daughter needed this technology to save her daughter's life and to help her live a better quality of life. So Dr. Kwasnika said yes. Most doctors do not say yes to this technology, especially when it's a COVID ICU unit. But what she knew is that it was non-transdermal. Nothing was going to interfere with anything that they were doing. You can see he was hooked up to a lot of things. He was heavily medicated. And she said yes. And so I always tell people, now that you know about this technology, don't keep it a secret, because you don't know what that ripple effect is that one share could cause. And so I'm eternally grateful for Shelly for sharing this with Dr. Kwasnika. So we put patches on him. I'm not going to say I just put one on, because I didn't. I put several. And we prayed a lot. And Andrew was in a coma for 2.5 weeks. When he woke up, we didn't know if he would be brain dead or not, because his brain was so swollen and we couldn't even get an MRI. So when he woke up, though, shortly afterwards, he recognized the tallest building in the world. And I was like, thank you, Jesus, that my son's brain is here. I was so grateful. And also when he woke up, though, half of his face was droopy and he couldn't use the left side of his body because of the strokes. But very quickly afterwards, his face became normal. As you can see in this picture, completely normal. He could use the left side of his body. He started learning how to walk again. Then the doctors told us that it would take him about a year or two to get through rehab. Now, Andrew continued to use the patches, and he got out of the hospital within 2 months, which was record breaking. He went to his apartment. We assisted with him for 1 month after that. So on the 3rd month, he was by himself. Then on the 4th month, he had neuropathy and drop foot. And the doctor said he was going to have to wear a brace for the rest of his life. Now, at the time of the accident, he was 18. At the time that it was a 4-month mark, he was 19. He did not want to wear a brace. He got rid of his brace. His drop foot healed. His neuropathy went away. I wouldn't recommend this, but he took himself off of all medication at month 4. At month 5, he literally went to a 2-day concert. If you know anything about brain injuries, that's almost impossible. I forgot to tell you that he shattered his kneecap. He tore every tendon and ligament in his knee. He shattered his wrist. The doctor said it was like dust. He had 5 broken ribs, collapsed lungs, bruised liver, and that was it. And so he was at this rave for 2 days. His brain was okay, and he was dancing. Remember, he tore every tendon and ligament in his knee, and he was dancing. He had the time of his life. And then at month 6, this is his graduation picture. He literally graduated from this program. There were 4 men there, all with brain injuries and physical injuries to the body. Andrew was the worst going in, and he was the first one to graduate. He was the only one that was patching. And they saw him improve every single week. And Andrew started working again. He started driving. He was thriving, never went through depression, and never got addicted to pain medication. And then a year and a half later, the doctor said, Andrew, you are a true miracle. I've been a doctor for 40 years. I've never seen anybody live through what you've been through, let alone do so well and thrive like you're doing. Do you think it's your mom's patches? And, we give glory to God. God gives us tools to heal the body. But I truly believe that this technology helped my son heal and possibly saved his life. And I've heard so many other miracle stories. So I'm eternally grateful to share this with everybody that I meet. I believe the whole world needs to know about this. What they choose to do with it is completely up to them. I know for my daughter as well, my son and my daughter lived together at the time of the accident, and they were very, very close. They still are. And she suffered from anxiety and suicidal tendencies and panic attacks before the accident. But they got much worse after the accident, especially when we didn't know if Andrew was going to make it. So we put this technology on my daughter, and I'm happy to say that my daughter has no more panic attacks. She has no more anxiety. The only time she gets stressed out is when she's low on patches, and then she gets panicked. But other than that,
I know that one.
yes, she's 25. My son is now 24. And they're both doing so well. I have my mom on the patches for arthritis. My husband used them for bone spurs. I don't have to go to the doctor for bronchitis, sinus infections, allergies. My gums are healthier. My eyesight's healthier. I love my workouts on the patches. And I will never stop wearing these patches, and neither will my family. So thank you so much for allowing me to share our story, Patty.
Oh, absolutely. And, you're very right, because you said she gets upset. And you know what? That's a completely normal feeling, because it's something valuable that she knows. So
Yes.
it says a lot about her psyche that, she feels it. And that's what we want. We want something that we can feel
Yes.
and we can see, because look at the stories that you were talking about, and your skin. Your skin looks amazing. Like, you look flawless,
Oh, thank you. Well, I feel really good, and I'm going to be 56 years young this year.
Maria, she's 56. What?
Well, I'm 55.
Gorgeous.
I'm 55
Well,
still.
she's 55. See? I'm 55 also.
Oh, yay.
But anyway, this is exactly what we want. We want something, to keep the heart. We can talk about anti-aging all you want, but honestly, you know what? That's snake oil. That's fake. That all of those advertisements, all those creams, they're not putting it on grandma and saying, look at grandma before and after. Now, do you want it? No, they're putting it on teenagers with gorgeous skin. Sure, I want to look like her. You know what I mean? But so, Maria, do you have any questions?
No, I just enjoy hearing like all this, the stories, and my heart goes with everybody. Like they just don't realize I'm only on it a short time, maybe 2.5 years, but I'll never go off of it. I just love the benefits, and I just love, I like the clinical studies. I like the patents. I always wanted to be a nutritionist, so I'm always digging for, information on natural medicine. I love it.
Maria, you're going to have to go to Florida with me to go and see David Schmidt.
Yeah.
Let's go Thursday. We get there Friday, Saturday, and we come home Sunday.
Yes. Yes.
Because you'll
Yes.
learn a lot from David.
Wow.
And bring a pillow. Tell me, doesn't your hiney hurt sitting there for 7 hours watching it?
Oh, it's amazing. And they're giving away a free
Water
X2O.
machine.
I know. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes. Yes.
That's awesome.
I have
Yeah.
the H2O, and I'll tell you right now, I lost weight. Yeah. Do you drink it all the time?
I drink it. Well, I'm a little late here, but I drink it till about 3 o'clock. But I drink it all day until about 3 or 4.
Yeah. And you know what? It does a great detox. I'm on size 4. Like this dress, I'm
Wow.
like, whoa.
I love that.
It's worth it. I don't care what anybody says. I'm selling this water machine in my marble and granite business. So it's going to go in there.
I love it. I love it.
And Ed, are you there? Hello, Ed. I saw his finger go boop, boop.
Yes, I'm here.
I
I'm
feel like you're in
listening.
the car.
Interesting.
Yes, do you have any
And
questions?
is the I guess in the website is where we get more information on the product and all that.
Yes, go
Yeah.
on
Mhm.
ICNR.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to share? Do you want me to show you
I
right
have
now?
I have his websites. Yes, I do.
So,
Yeah.
yep, ICNR, and then scroll down a little bit, and you're going to see the LifeWave. Click on there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you will get directed to the LifeWave.
Okay.
And
Interesting. Did you say it was a network marketing company?
yes, you want to explain a little bit about that, Christy? She's really good about that.
Yes. So actually, this technology was created for the Navy SEALs, and it was before LifeWave. And it was with our first patch. We have 11 patches total, but we always focus on X39. And it was the energy enhancer patch. And it worked so well, but then 9/11 happened and he lost the contract. Then the Olympic swim team got a hold of him, our energy patches, and they were breaking their personal best records, like Michael Phelps and some other Olympians, to the point where they all got blood tested. But again, this is non-transdermal, so nothing enters into the bloodstream. So David had to make a decision of how can I get this to everybody around the world? And it was brought up that he should go network marketing. And it wasn't his first, he didn't know much about network marketing. It wasn't his first choice. He had heard some things about it. But he found that this is definitely a product that we wear it, we love it, and we want to share it with our friends. So because he went this distribution route, it has caused our company now to be the fastest growing company 3 years in a row. And we are global. We're in over 86 different countries. And so I'm eternally grateful for the lives that he's helping in so many ways. And if we just put this on the shelf in a store, it wouldn't do and make the impact that it's making today.
Nothing, yeah.
You don't have to share it with people. I encourage you to, because it's the right thing to do. I feel it's our moral obligation, but you definitely want to wear the technology, that's for sure. And that's David. He's our scientist, our founder, and our CEO.
Oh, okay. David Schmidt. Okay.
My parents took me down to the workshop of Thomas Edison. So when I got home that afternoon, I told my father that I wanted to be an inventor when I grew up. And my dad said to me, well, there's no such job. You can't be an inventor.
And I just wanted to tell you this, Christy, because you may not know this about me. Dr. Smith knows, but David actually saved my life because his mother had breast cancer and died, and he saved me because I had breast tumors, so I'm very thankful to him, even though he has a father, and his father is 99. That's what I heard.
Wow.
He doesn't have a mother.
Oh.
She died when he was 15. This is what I
Oh,
heard.
wow.
Wow.
I said, well, why not? He said, well, you just can't. And, that's a joke that we have between the two of us that we still laugh about to this day.
LifeWave founder and CEO David Schmidt began his career in medical device design and manufacturing. In 1996, he moved to Atlanta, where he returned to his passion for inventing by joining an inventors club, winning numerous awards, and eventually forming a company based on one of his inventions.
One day I was giving a presentation for a government contractor, and they invited me to be part of a design team for one of the Navy's next generation mini-subs. So we were trying to find a way to keep people alive longer, and I thought, well, I personally object to this whole idea of using caffeine and stimulants to stay awake, so maybe there's a new way that we could approach this. So I worked on this for several years and developed the LifeWave prototypes. The problem was that we had just gone through 9/11, and the U.S. military was interested in weapons, not survival equipment. And it normally takes over 7 years to get a new product through the Navy. So I decided, well, I know that consumers are really going to love a technology that improves energy without having to use stimulants. So that's why I decided to go to the public with it.
And with those patch prototypes, David found his calling, and by summer of 2002, he launched the LifeWave Company.
So I'm gonna post this video here for you and to listen to, because I'm actually more interested in showing you one of our Ed. If you do try,
like in an active MailerLite account,
and you want to know how this is it team is actually blowing up like crazy, but LifeWave has such an amazing video that makes me so excited. I share this one with everybody because you know what? LifeWave literally celebrates everybody.
In beautiful Oahu, we are having a blast with LifeWave. I am blown away. It is so crazy, amazing. I wish that everybody I knew could come.
Oh my gosh, they treat us like royalty. The food, the events, the setups, everything. It's just been 5 stars.
Los eventos de LifeWave son espectaculares, no se los puede perder absolutamente nadie. Una compañía AAA+ de primer nivel.
So this right here is my team. Just to let you know, Leah is my upline, Dr. Stacy and Laura. They're my girls.
This is Hawaii, my first incentive trip that I've earned. I am having a blast rubbing shoulders with all of the top people. It's amazing, the information in the environment it's all love.
I feel like I've been catered to in a sense of paradise to be able to go on the island and just really experience the culture. So thank you all.
feel like work in the process because you're just helping people along the way. You just get to help people for fun, and then you get rewarded with fun.
Do it. It's so worth it. You're gonna love it. Just get here. Just get here.
And just get here literally means what? Start wearing the technology, come over here on our side, discover how you can also participate, because we have a lot of, every day we teach people. And we have a 333, which is you share this little 3-minute video for 3 people. You invite 3 people to our shows. And let me just show you this part right here. I'm not really sure if Christy knows this part. But we have start, because Christy's on another team. She's start 333 biz. So we have, okay, she knows this one. Just to show you, Ed. So we have many teams, especially this is our team. And this is, we contact 3 people, we invite 3 people, and we follow up. Hey, did you like what you saw? And this right here is our show. So tonight is Thursday night. So we also have in Spanish at 8 o'clock, and we have it at 9 o'clock tonight. So usually I don't like to go over too much at 9 o'clock, with our shows, because I want everybody to come and see the testimonials. You know what I mean? That's very important. And this is why I was telling Maria. So we also have our training podcasts. So we have it in the Mondays, and this is all Pacific, AM, Mountain, Central, Mondays, whatever the training and the coaching. It's actually really good because the training it's just the same thing. And then coaching means that everybody goes quiet, and then everybody starts to contact together, like we do it together. You know what I mean? But if you don't have that time, you can also do it with me. So we do that in other times. And here, of course, we have our parties. We got July 18th. Woo! The Regenerative Cellular Health Summit. And that's going to be where, Christy? Where?
In Washington.
Washington. Yeah. So why do you think these people are over here? Right? Why do you think these people are over here? Because they want to make money. Because Marcy was at her deathbed. She survived. Dr. Harmon was dying. He survived. All these people here. Michael, David, Jeff, Rich, Jet, Linda, all these people, I don't know her, Fisher. But so these people are standing up to support this amazing intellect. I'm going to call him savant, because no one has this global impact. And by the way, this right here is a doctor. We have doctors here. That's another doctor. We have lots of doctors on the panels, because that's a doctor right here. Because you know what? Here's what we're doing. Because I'm on this show, Dr. Smith, I contacted Dr. Smith. Hey, Dr. Smith, have you seen this before? No, I haven't. Great, let's set up an appointment. Boom. Some people are open, some people are not. But if that's what you want to do and you want to come and partner with us, well, then you're in. Now, right, Christy?
That's right. Can I say something about the trips?
Oh, yes, please.
So the first trip I earned to Cancun, and I wasn't able to go because my son was in the hospital. And then just this year, I got to take my son on an all expense paid trip to Hawaii. So like 4 years later, couldn't take him because we were going through rehab. Then 4 years later, I got to take him as my guest, and they paid for absolutely everything. It was amazing.
Everything. And you know what? We've never seen anything like this before. We've never seen these incredible testimonies that are true, especially with me. Look at Dr. Smith. He's 83. He's bye. I'm going to go ride my bike. He's doing it. He feels amazing. Do you know, Dr. Smith calls me and he goes, Patty, thank you so much. I'm like, why? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, the Celergize. I felt amazing. I'm like, that's right. Celergize is completely different. We've never seen anything like this before. And I'm telling you right now, I will, for me, not shove anything in my mouth because they cut my neck. Okay, I have one thyroid, so I have to be very, very super careful. And, right, Christy, like, we can't just dive in and fall to things that are promises of nothing.
Yeah,
and there's no
absolutely.
parties, and there's no what? There's no shows, no testimonials. Show me the meat.
Yes.
Show me the beef. What is that? For Wendy's. Where's the meat?
Yes.
So I'm very interested. Ed, did you have a question regarding that?
Well, I would. Oh, yes, it was in reference to the
Right here.
the level the network marketing. Did it?
Yes.
Did I? I'm not sure if they said it started in 2002 or was it another product?
2004.
2004.
2002, really, he started much, much earlier. So David has been doing this for a long, long time. But when 9/11 hit, David gave out the patches. The patches got in the Olympics. There was a big scandal on TV. Then, boom, people are using the patches, but it wasn't really, it's not on TV, and it's not going to. So, this is a technology that, for me, I think well, it's not that I think, it's the whole picture is that we have to wear it to know how it feels. We have to experience it, right, Christy? We can't
Absolutely.
talk about it. We can throw as many balls at you and it's going to hit you in your eye, in your head, but you didn't catch anything until you wear it, because that's what happened to me. It took me 3 months. My girlfriend, Patty, she was throwing balls at me and pitching and pitching and did you watch the video? And I was like, no. Okay, so what I say is the multi-level marketing with this company is a gold mine, because it's literally the world is your open oyster, because everybody needs stem cells and everybody needs an upgrade in their medicine cabinet, right? So what you do is, to start, you're going to click on this little link right there. And you're going to go right here into I'm Not a Robot, and then you're going to do your thing, because LifeWave right now is probably higher than a $700 million company, and we're going to become a $1 trillion company very soon, which is very good. And it means that we just got started. So you're going to come over here and pick your whatever you want. I personally would decide to take one of these two here. This one here is for, like a whole big family. It's worth $4,000, right, Christy? 4,000. So this is 4,000, and you're already getting discounts. This is 450, and this is like 1,000 something. This is 900. So you start however you want. But let's say you're gonna go with the middle one. Okay, I literally just bought everything. But so I would go with this one if you feel comfortable. But the reason why you're going with this one is because, look, you can do 5 months, or you can do, because, Christy, wouldn't you suggest doing the X49 here? Do you know why you want to do the X49? Ed, do you know why?
Did you say the X49 or X39?
Well, the 39 and the 49. Yeah, you know why you want the X49?
No, no, I have no idea why.
Yeah, I know you don't. Hold on. Check it out.
I started with the X39 and I
Yes, she.
continued that, and I'm
Uh-huh.
happy with
And
that.
then, and then, and then. Now, this is my YouTube channel, and I cheat because I record everything. And I record everything, and I also do interviews. The X49 is something that we have never thought, like, what? We have that? Wait, we have that ability? Please close your eyes. Let me just find this. I'm sorry, I'm going up and down. Wait. Where is it? Okay, so here we go. This is the X49. And this part here is what I need you to listen to. This is just one part.
Looking forward to sharing that study with you. So what else about the brain? Well, we're concerned with 5G, and I downloaded, I'm going to say it this way, since this is the proper way to characterize it. I downloaded this idea, was blessed with this idea of creating a biological Faraday cage. And so years ago, we had developed in our labs a device to block the radiation that was coming off of cell phones. And we sold that product for a few years, but then it became very, very evident that this was not going to be a long-term solution to this problem. That because of the proliferation of 4G and now 5G, with Bluetooth, Wi-Fi being everywhere, we really needed to address this problem in an entirely different way. And I started to think about, is it possible that human beings were meant to be upgraded as a way of addressing future challenges? So, in other words, the idea is kind of interesting from the sense that human beings have been able to adapt and survive for at least thousands of years. And so could we have been created with an adaptation process that was foreseen of the electronic smog and pollutants that we're all faced with today? So if we wanted to block electromagnetic signals, the way that we would do that is we would take a device and we would put it in a Faraday cage. And so a Faraday cage is generally something like a copper screen, which is grounded, and you put a cell phone inside and it can no longer receive a signal, communication. That radiation is blocked. So I began to think about this idea of would there be a way that we could do this in human beings? And if we could do it, how would we do it? So the general idea behind this is, well, we have a product that is capable of binding with copper. We know that copper will block radiation. So if we could cause that peptide to maybe link with another peptide that was capable of binding copper, we may be able to develop a network of peptides in the skin that are bound to copper that block radiation. And so what we may find as a result of the combination of X39 and X49 is that it reduces a person's susceptibility to things like 5G. We have some preliminary evidence that this works. So this research is ongoing. Had hoped to have the completed study for you today, but the preliminary results are pretty exciting. So I hope in the brain.
So what we're also talking about, so you can understand, the future is about peptides. Okay? We are understanding that it's about activating our own indigenous body's ability to reactivate what we have deactivated. So basically our body has these switches, and the way that David talks about it is that our body is like a motherboard, and these processes turn off. That's it. It just turns off. So this, if you want to hear this one, I have this on my YouTube channel. It's talking about the AHK copper peptide. And one of the studies here that makes it very exciting is that it makes your bones stronger, your muscles stronger, and
stamina. So we put people on an exercise bike. We wanted to measure how fast they could pedal, how far they could go, and I'll show you those results. But we found even within the first week of using X49, people were starting to see improvements in their strength and stamina. And so from the perspective of marketing this product, you can give people samples and expect that most people will see results their very first week.
So that right here is a great sales tactic, because, who doesn't have a gym around them, and who couldn't put these a flyer or something and present it to the gym to say, look, we now have a 12-hour therapy. This is how it works. I'd love for you to try it for a week. And you know what? These packs of X39, I mean, it's nothing. It's literally $3, $4, your investment that you're going to get back, right? That you're spending. You're not spending thousands of dollars. So, did you have any questions, Ed?
Interesting. I will take a look at this. It's very interesting.
It is, because the sit-ups improves in 2 months by, like, literally, let's revisit how powerful, I mean, literally, it's insane by just this.
Okay, so staying on the health and wellness claims, let's take a look at some of the things that happen now in this first study, and we followed this up with a second study, but this is representative. So over a period of 60 days in this test group, which were people over the age of 40, and a number of people in the group were in their 60s and 70s, the number of sit-ups they could do increased by over 70% in 2 months using X49 only. This is X49 only at the moment. Number of push-ups, over 80% improvement in 2 months in an older population. Number of squats, over 47% improvement. Bicep curl strength increased over 100% in just 2 months of using X49 only. And grip strength increased by about 75% in only 2 months of using just X49. So this really begs the question, what happens if we combine it with X39, right? So many of you are using X39, right? Now you got a free sleeve, so you hope you're using both of those. So what happens when we combine these two? X49 only versus the combination of the two. We saw on the number of calories burned, over 90% improvement. Now, we have a piece of technology that we purchased just for these studies that does a full body scan, and I'm going to show you an image from the study so you can see how that translates into change in body shape in 2 months. Bike top speed increased by 27% versus 22% with the combination. The distance that was traveled was also increased by the combination of the two, or X49 only. Now, we were speaking about health of the heart. There's a relaxation response that occurs with using both X39 and X49. There's an improvement in endothelial function, and this translates into not only a decrease in the pulse rate, but a change and improvement in blood pressure. So here we see, just using X49 only versus the combination of two, the pulse rate comes down. So what our data is showing is that both X39 and X49 have an effect on our overall body, but what they do is they work in different ways at improving health. X49, mostly in this example, is focusing on our muscle mass. And as a result of getting an increase in lean muscle, we also see corresponding decrease in body fat. And this is not a fat burning mechanism per se that we would usually think of. So after 2 months of using X49, people find out not only have they gained more strength, stamina, and lean muscle, but the amount of body fat also reduces.
And, you know, just to explain to you, we all know that X39, X49 is mandatory, and we all listen to what. So, David, what are you wearing? And, you know, the whole thing is these patches literally don't have any medication. There's no supplements in this thing. There is just crystals, sugar, salt, amino acids. And it is like my diamond ring. So if my diamond ring is reflecting light back to you, then we know that there's a reflection with the crystals, right? So my diamond reflects, and the patches do the same thing. They reflect. It is a technology. Ed, do you want my phone number so we can discuss a little more tomorrow whenever you're available?
Sure.
Okay, 908.
Oh, I thought you were going to put it on the screen. Okay.
Oh, I will do that, whatever you like. I feel like he's driving.
I'm not driving, but I don't have a pen with me.
Okay, so here you go. There you go. You got it. Maria, talk to me.
No, it was interesting, the podcast. I love hearing the studies. That really makes me excited, you know?
Yeah.
There's so much out there and there's so much to learn.
Christy,
I'll never go a day without it. And I'm only a customer. I'll never go a day without it.
I would start using the X49 in addition. Do you use the X49 yet or no?
No, I've tried the carnosine and the glutathione. Like,
okay. So
off and
now,
on.
because of this summertime, so here's what X49 does in a story. There was a gentleman, he had an accident and he had metal in his body. He worked at a power plant and he was only able to go inside the radioactive area because he needed to take some information. He couldn't be in there because his metal plate was heating up. You know, he had a bad accident. What are you going to do? You got a metal. So he said, you know what? I put on the X49 and the X39, but he didn't have to wear the X39, even though that X49 was the key. He was wearing the X39 because he had an accident. He was repairing himself.
Right.
He said, I went into that place and I was in there for 15 minutes and I started panicking because it was complete. He's like, why am I not burning up? So it is a true thing that we have a Faraday cage. So we don't know anything about our bodies, but let's just say, why doesn't our heart fall down to the floor? Why do our organs stay so? Because inertia, when you throw that ball up, it sure does fall down hard. And why is it that when we die, everything goes, right? right? It's just,
Yes.
so there are energy centers, just like David says.
Oh,
And that is one of the X49 keys that it turns on our Faraday cage. We have toroidal field and we have Faraday cage. Okay? So this Faraday cage is literally a cage that will protect you from the damaging UV rays. So then if I have sun protection, do I still need to use suntan lotion? Christy, comment? You're muted.
No, you don't need to, and it's poison.
that's right. It sure is.
So then I share. Well, I do sell it too. Like, how much do you, but I share that this X49, especially for teenagers, especially for our young kids, mothers, fathers should really know about this, that, you know, you're going to the park, your baby is exposed, and then you're lathering all that crap. And are you really going to do that every 3 hours?
It's crazy.
You can't catch a kid every 3 hours. Get over here. You're going to, that kid is going to be so toxic. That's all they do now.
Honestly,
Like
Patty.
spray.
Honestly, Patty, back in my day, like, I don't even want to tell you what we put on the beach, like baby oil and iodine. That was bad. But guess what? You never heard of skin cancer until people start using that sunblock.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, especially because of this heat, and you know what? When I look outside of my window, because I sit on top of a mountain, the pollution, I should really share pictures of what I see. We don't have a clean planet. I'm sorry. Go stand on top of a tree and go look. Please go look at the horizon. See how foggy it is. And that is all pollutions, because right now these morons are having wars and all that crap. So
Isn't that awful?
But we still need to breathe. So
yes.
I would suggest for all of my clients, and then we're going to see what Christy does. What we do is we do 3949, because we know that's the GHK and the AHK peptide. So Christy.
Yes. I mean, we focus on X39 as the main patch, and then there's, supplemental patches that we can have. And personally, my second favorite, well, I wear X39, X49 every single day. I won't go a day without it. Eon is definitely such a great patch when it comes to stress, inflammation, focus, sleep. It's so good for children. I mean, kids that have an issue with focusing and let's just say, we're not saying we're curing anything, but autism, we are just seeing such great results with that. So I tell people, if there's anyone that's suffering from mental, emotional, or physical type pain, X39 and Eon are such a great partner together.
Okay. That's my daughter's favorite, the Eon.
Yes. People love Eon. And it's just one of those patches that work pretty quickly, because stress can enter the body at the speed of thought, and this can neutralize it at the speed of light. It's very quick.
Amazing.
And inflammation eats stem cells. So say you have pain in the body, when you cut down inflammation with Eon right away, X39 can perform better. But like I said, I always start with X39.
Right.
Well, it's because it's so easy.
That's good to know.
And you know what? People need to learn how to put this on. It's just one sticker. And then you take baby steps. They may, this is the way, so it's literally one product that we sell, so it's really not that hard. We shared a little video, we have them try it, but our clients become our family, and then we put on these shows, we invite them, we're, hey, how you doing, do you want to meet up or something, and kind of, because people are lonely, like it or not. people are lonely. They go home, they do their thing. I was lonely. I lived by myself for 10 years. I know what it's like. So it's a ups and downs and challenges of life. So I feel like I finally found my place. So if you like to help people and you like to hear somebody say, "You saved my life," you might get that here.
Well, wasn't that what life is all about,
Yeah.
So, anyways, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. I hope you had all your questions answered. Whew. Now I'm getting tired.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you so much for having us. I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. It was nice to meet you.
You too. I hope to see you in Florida. Call it a family reunion.
Great to meet you, Christy.
Wow.